Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a get ready with me slash Q&A. I, over on my Instagram channel, had a question where you guys could ask me any questions related about this pregnancy, whatever you wanted, and I would answer them over here. So I had about 14 plus different questions, and I just picked some of those, and I'm going to be answering them today. I wrote them all down over here since I film on my phone and I can't pull them up, but I will also show pictures of the questions too. Like I have the receipts. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the video. So just keep watching. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I have like 14 different questions that I got from Instagram, and I wrote them down. So also I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm probably not gonna mention every product I'm putting on my face. So if you just check the description box, I will list it and link it all down below. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it with the first question that I have is, how many kids do you want? So I come from a really, really large family. I have 6 brothers and 4 sisters. A lot of us are grown up and married now, so I have a ton of in-laws. I have like 17 nieces and nephews. Like there's a lot of us. So I always wanted a big family. My husband is the oldest of 5. So when we first started dating, we said we wanted like 4 or 5. Then we had our first in 2018, and we're like, okay, we're gonna wait a couple years. 2019, I got pregnant again, had our second in 2020, and then we were like, okay, we're definitely going to wait a long time. Plan was to wait 2 to 3 years, and then 2021, found out I was pregnant again. I think I would still be okay with like 4 or 5. But I definitely want to go have a larger gap between the next couple. I don't know if my husband wants any more though. Like we haven't really talked about it since finding out about the third one. So I think for me, I'm still sticking with like 4 or 5. Next question. Was it planned? No. It was not planned. So my family actually has like this blood disorder to where we are prone to blood clots. So for that reason, I have never gone on like birth control pill. And I was actually scheduling an appointment to talk to like an OB to talk about like other birth control options, like maybe a diaphragm or like a non-hormonal something. I don't know. I was going to see what my options were. And then I found out I was pregnant. So it definitely was not planned. And I know people are like, well, don't you know how babies are made? Yes, I do. But I am a very regular person. My cycles have been regular with both kids. I got my periods back 6 weeks postpartum both times and have been regular ever since. So I've been tracking everything for like the past 10 months and everything has been fine until I somehow I got pregnant. So don't really know what happened there, but I mean, it's all good. It's all part of God's plan. So everything's fine, but no, it was not planned. Next question. How do you feel about another baby? I'm not going to lie. When I first found out, our internet had been down for a while, so we had somebody over to fix it, and he was in the house, and my friend had just told me she was pregnant, and I always get like a feeling that I'm pregnant when a friend is pregnant because it's usually what happens. And I went and took a test, got in the bathtub, forgot about the test, went and looked at the test while I was in the bathtub, saw that it said pregnant. It was a digital one, and I completely lost it. Like I was sobbing, hysterically shaking, couldn't feel my hands, couldn't feel legs, like I could not feel a thing. So like my first reaction was not joy, and I felt guilty about that for a while, but everyone is entitled to have their own feelings. I'm extremely happy, grateful, blessed now, but I'm not going to lie and say that I was at first, because I was not. When I told my husband the first thing I said was, I'm sorry, I didn't do this on purpose, please don't hate me, which, you know, that was just how I was feeling, but obviously it takes two. So he was a lot more calm about it than I was, and a lot more chill. Definitely super supportive, as he always has been with every pregnancy. Number 4, what are the name options? So I think I'm gonna keep that to myself. My husband and I, our family knows what our name options are, and some close friends know, but I think I'm just gonna leave that off of the internet until we have the baby. Just because like I have a lot of my personal life on social media, so it's nice to have like a few things to myself. So I think we're gonna keep that on the DL for now. But the next question is, what names did you like that you didn't pick? So I had a huge list of names that I've had forever. You know, me and my sisters always did that. But my husband never liked any of the names I liked. Like, I really liked the name for the girls. I really liked the name Hazel. My husband did not like that at all. I really liked Monroe and Emery, and he didn't like either of those. So, yeah, those are the girl ones. For the boys that I liked, I really liked Sawyer, I liked Crew, and I liked Callahan. But again, he did not like any of those because he's really picky about names and is super annoying, but whatever. Number 6, the next question was, how did this happen? I'm just going to let you go figure that out on your own, because I'm not going to be talking about that. But when a man loves a woman very much, they make babies. The end. Number 7, do you know what you're having yet? So with my first 2 kids, I found out the gender at like 12 weeks. I did like a 3D ultrasound. I'm trying to open this primer. It's so hard. Or bronzer. It's so hard to open. I did a ultrasound at like 12 weeks with both of them and found out super early. We are actually not finding out the gender for this baby because we actually have a boy and a girl already. So we figured, why not just wait and be surprised? Since, you know, not that we're not excited about this baby. We are, don't get me wrong. It's just, I just kind of want to be surprised. 2 of my sisters actually just did that with their previous babies. They didn't find out what they were having, and they said it was really, you know, stress-free, and it was just so exciting on the day they had the baby just to be surprised. So we're not finding out. We're waiting. Number 8. Do you think you're having a boy or a girl? So based off my symptoms, so I get sick with both of my kids that I had. I got sick with both of them, like throwing up sick. Like I threw up for the whole first trimester for like probably 8 weeks. I was throwing up multiple times a day. With my son, I lost like 13 pounds in the beginning. With my daughter, I lost like 9 to 10 pounds in the beginning. But I did notice I was more sick with my son than I was with my daughter. So based off of that, I think I might be having a girl because I'm not as sick as I was with my son. But then I sometimes think I'm having a boy because of like the things I'm wanting to eat. But I don't know, I guess time will tell. My mom, like I said, she had 11, and I asked her if she ever thought she could tell what she was having, and she said she was also more sick with the boys. So plus the baby's heart rate was like the 170s at her 8-week appointment, which was what my daughter's was, and my son was like the 140s. So next question is, do you still plan on working out during this pregnancy? Yes, I do. I haven't been recently just because I have been so sick. Like, it's just, and I'm exhausted. I already have 2 kids. I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So it's just, I haven't had energy at all to just get up and work out. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better, which is why I'm getting back into filming. And, you know, I'm trying to take the kids for walks and stuff. So I will be planning on getting back into a workout routine probably in the next couple of weeks since I'm starting to feel better. Question number 10, what were your symptoms before taking a test? Oh, that was blinding. I didn't really have any symptoms at all, if I'm being honest. The reason why I took a test was because one of my close friends called my husband and I And she was like, oh, guess what? Blah, 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 I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh, me too. I was joking. I didn't know at the time. But then the next morning, I just so happened to have a pregnancy test. And the last time I was pregnant, I was also pregnant with my sister-in-law and like one of my friends. So I was like, you know what? I always seem to be pregnant when somebody else is pregnant. That's why I took that test. But no, I did not have any symptoms. But usually the first symptom that I get is, it might sound weird, but I just get so much like saliva buildup, and like I always feel like there's so much spit in my mouth. Like that's one of the first things that I have. Plus my boobs get really sore. But I tested with my other 2 kids and this pregnancy. I took a test and they were all positive when I was like 3 weeks pregnant. So pretty early on pregnant is when I tested. Next question. I don't know if cravings have started yet, but if they have, what are they? So cravings is like a weird thing for me because I honestly, like, I can't ever think of a time when I texted my husband and told him I need like bacon wrap, blah, 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 or something. I've never texted him and told him I need you to go get me this specific thing. Like I've told him, you know, like grape juice, I want to drink grape juice or something like that. But I haven't had a specific craving. I have been eating a lot of cereal though. Honestly, that's pretty much all I eat right now is cereals, saltine crackers, and Sprite, just because I throw up all the time, and that's just really what works for me right now. Next is, what would you do if there were 2 babies? That's just like something so many people have joked with me about. I've honestly always wanted to have twins. I always thought it would be fun, but you know, after having 2 kids and now pregnant with the 3rd, I'm kind of like, no, I don't want twins. But I'm also super competitive, and there's no twins in my family, and that competitive side of me kind of just wants to be the first one to have twins, which isn't really how it works. There's no twins on my side of my family that I know of. I mean, it could still happen, but in my ultrasound picture, I'll put a picture up over on the side. A lot of people were joking, saying that it looked like there were 2 babies. I had that ultrasound done at 8 weeks. There was only 1. And then like this girl told me she had an ultrasound in 8 weeks and there was 1 baby that she saw. And then when she went for like her 12 week or 14 week, I can't remember, checkup, there was another baby and it was hiding behind the other one or something like that. So, I mean, I'm not expecting to have twins, but if I were, I would be as equally happy and excited as it were if I were having 1. I would be grateful for whatever. I mean, my first reaction, I would probably freak out. I'm not going to lie. My husband would freak out too, but I would be very grateful and very blessed if there were 2 babies. I'm going to really quickly wipe this off and put some mascara on, and I will be right back. Okay, so there's 2 questions left. The next one is, how has this pregnancy been compared to my other 2? I'm not gonna lie, it has been hard just because now I have 2 kids. So I can't, like with my first one, I could just lay around and be miserable all day. With my second one, I could kind of do that around like nap times and whatnot, but with 2 kids, it's kind of hard to, you know, just mope around and be sick and crap because I have 2 kids to take care of right now. So that aspect has been hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not as sick as I was with my first. So, and also my husband, he helps out like crazy. He works, you know, a full-time job, 45 hours a week, which is a lot easier than when he was in the military because he was in the Marines with the last 2 children. So like when he doesn't work till 12 one day, he wakes up and he gets the kids up, he feeds them breakfast, gets them dressed. I sleep an extra hour and a half. On his off days, he does that too. So he helps me out so incredibly much, and I really am super blessed for that. The last question I have here is, what's the hardest part about transitioning to 3 babies? Well, I haven't actually done that yet, so I don't know how I can answer that, but from what I've seen, it's just that's when we're actually going to be outnumbered. We're going to have more kids between like the two of us. So I feel like that's probably going to be hard. But I've also, I don't know, I've heard from different people that, you know, 3 is really hard. But I've also heard from several other people that going from 1 to 2 was harder than going from 2 to 3. We got really, really lucky because both of our kids as babies were amazing. They both slept great. They ate great. William is currently 2, so he's in that terrible 2 stage. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, he's not an easy kid right now. But my daughter Creely, who just turned 1, she is the easiest baby ever. She's so chill. I can put her in her room with the baby gate for like 2 hours and she'll play and I can clean, while William is just doing whatever. So she's super chill. But that is all the questions I have for you guys. Thank you all who participated by asking me questions on Instagram. You guys can always check me out on there. It's just at MaryP. I do lots of polls on there. Also, I announced my giveaway winners on there. I just had my February giveaway. That one was like at the end of February. It was pretty late just because I've been really sick recently. So my March giveaway will either be up later this week or next week, so be on the lookout for that. If you don't know, I am doing a giveaway every single month this year. I have a huge box of stuff set aside for you guys, and there's like some really, really good stuff in there. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you can be on the lookout for that. But thank you again, guys, so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye.